Dr. Yoner, what is the best way to treat a sprained ankle?
Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Rest it, don't walk on it. Ice it, 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off. Compression, get an ACE wrap, and elevation, stay off it.
So, can you put too much ice on? My husband sprained
Yes.
his ankle recently, and he thought, if little is good, more is better. 2 days later, he was still swollen.
Yeah, because too much ice will stop the circulation. So the 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off rule is good. It allows the circulation to come back. You want to get the swelling out of there so the area heals, but you don't want to get the circulation stopped.
How about, I'll call it hydrotherapy, where you alternate between hot water and cold water?
After you have not an acute injury, you shouldn't be alternating hot and cold water on a brand new injury. On an older injury, to bring circulation to the area, it's a good idea. But on a new injury, hot water will make it worse.
Yeah, we recommend that. We've talked about that in the publications, where the first one, after the first day or two of ice, and then after that, hot and cold.
Yeah.
How about the electrical, I'll call it stim machines?
Sometimes they work and can help get the muscle fibers on a very deep level, get rid of some swelling and some water at a very deep level. So as part of a physical therapy protocol, it can be helpful.
Okay, and how about Arnica, one of my favorite things?
I love Arnica. Arnica is what we use when we have to give injections and we don't want to get bruising. It works fabulously. It is completely safe. I use Arnica on everything. When people are injured, we keep it in the refrigerator in the office so it's cold, and when they come in, we can put it on. It will decrease the inflammation and bleeding immediately.
And you're talking about what you put in the refrigerator, an Arnica topical gel?
Arnica gel.
And how about the Arnica gel is available in grocery stores and drugstores and Whole Foods. How about the Arnica pellets? Do you ever recommend people use the homeopathic pellets?
Absolutely, for a couple of days, especially after an acute injury.
Gotcha. And when do you need to have a sprain looked at by a doctor?
I would have any sprain looked at by a doctor. If it's a mild sprain that you twisted your ankle slightly and didn't note too much pain, that's fine. But in a day or two, if you can't walk on it, you need to see your doctor. You can break a bone and not know it.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.